Oh, you guys, you don't want to miss this one. Today, we're talking about the 5 types of toxic people that you need to get out of your life right now. What's up, 30-somethings? Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here because today's topic is so important, and I think it's one of those things that we learn in our 30s the best, and that is the 5 types of people that are toxic to your lifestyle that you need to remove right now. We're going to talk about those 5 different types so that you can identify the people in your life who are bringing in that negative energy and that negative, pessimistic attitude so that you can fill your time with friends who pour into your life. So let's get started. Our first type of toxic person is the ball and chain. This is the person who is holding you back from your dreams. So let me give you an example. Say you had a new business idea, or you had a volunteer idea, or some trip idea, or something that you wanted to do with your life that would take you on a little bit of a different path. The ball and chain is a toxic person who is going to speak negativity over you, and they are going to tell you that, number 1, it's a bad idea. Number 2, you're going to fail. They're going to list all the reasons why you shouldn't do it. They're going to list examples of people that they know who failed at it, and they are going to do everything in their power to grab you by the ankles and hold you where you are right now so that you don't move forward. Now, let me tell you why they're doing that. They're scared themselves. They're fearful of their own lives. They're fearful of change. They don't want the current relationship contract that you have with them to shift, and so they're holding you back. You need to get rid of that person immediately. The next type of toxic person is the Judgmental Judy. This person lives to pick apart other people. So say you're sitting in a cafe with your friend and you're having a cup of coffee and maybe an appetizer or something, and someone walks in the door, and this is the person who's going to turn and look at you and go, "Can you believe that she's wearing that outfit? Oh my gosh." They live to pull other people down, to pick them apart, to point out all of their flaws. They never say anything positive. They never encourage. They never speak life into other people. All they do is pick you apart and drag you down. Maybe they're doing it to you personally. Maybe they're talking about other people, but I promise you, people who are talking about other people are talking about you too. So cut out those judgmental Judys. The next type of toxic person is the control freak. And I can speak to this personally because I am a person who likes to be in control. So the control freak wants friendship on their terms. Do you have a friend like that? So say, for example, you've got an idea of where you want to go out on the weekend to get together. That person is always going to nix your plans and do what they want to do. They're usually the person probably who plan all of the activities for your friend group because they want to be in control. Everything in their life needs to be perfectly placed and organized and in control, including your friendship, which can feel very stifling. It almost can feel like you have a noose around your neck because the friendship doesn't feel natural. Let me explain to you why this person is a control freak. Because they're scared. This person likes to be in control because being in control reduces risk. These people are probably perfectionists who are afraid of failure. And when they control relationships and control situations, they reduce their risk for failure. This is a person that you need to cut out of your life. The next type of toxic person is the leech. This person, it's almost like they stick a hose in your stomach and drain all of the energy out of you. This is a person who takes and takes and takes from you and never pours back into you. They're probably the person who, when you're having a conversation with them and you share something about you where maybe it's a struggle that you're having or something's going on in your life and you want some wisdom from your friend, This is the person who is going to take your conversation and somehow all of a sudden you're talking about them. They've shifted the conversation. It's all about them. There's always some kind of drama. There's always something that they need a shoulder to cry on for. They're just that person that's like mopey and drama all of the time, and they just leech onto someone that they can depend on. Sometimes this turns into something called a codependent relationship, and what happens is that person becomes dependent on you. This person also is probably going to get jealous if you have other friendships. They don't want you to spend time with other friends because they're afraid that you're going to go somewhere, that you're going to disappear. This person is a leech and you need to get them out. The next type of toxic person is the gossiper. Now, scripture tells us that gossip goes down into us like honey, but it makes us sick. And that's the truth. Gossip is terrible. It is just not something that we're supposed to indulge in. And that's why it feels like an indulgence. It feels like something sticky, sweet, and good. And you almost can, like, have you ever gone to a gossip website like, I don't even want to name them, like TMZ, and you just get sucked into reading all the celebrity gossip. Gossip is addictive, and the gossiper, that type of person, is addicted to gossip. You know the type. They're always the ones who have the freshest, juicy news. They're the first ones that are going to text you to break whatever latest gossip is going on. That person, like the other person before, if they're gossiping about other people, they are going to gossip about you as well. There are no holds barred with these gossipers. You've got to cut them out. And as a bonus, I'm going to give you a sixth type of toxic person, and this is the one of the total worst, the passive-aggressive punisher. Do you know what a passive-aggressive punisher is? This is the person who punishes you, but you don't really know that they're punishing you. What they're saying with their mouth is opposite of what their true intention is. That's what it means to be passive-aggressive. They're being aggressive, but in a passive manner. This person wants you, much like the control freak, to comply with their wishes. And if you don't, they're going to punish you for your decisions, which is wrong because you are an adult and you have the ability to make your own choices. And that person has to deal with the choices that you make, whether they like it or not. The passive-aggressive punisher, though, they use very manipulative ways to flower up their language so that you're like, did they mean that? Like they're saying that it's okay that I've made other plans for Friday night, but their tone just kind of didn't really match what they were saying. That's because they're punishing you. Passive-aggressive punishers usually have this tendency for a very long time. So they've gotten very good at punishing people in a sticky, sweet manner. So be very, very wary of people who are passive-aggressive punishers. Okay, guys, that is it for the 5 types plus 1 of toxic people that you need to get out of your life. If I can say anything to sum this video up, it is that you only have enough time in your life to be friends with and to entertain people who pour into you. You don't have time for toxic people. So be aggressive for your own life, take control of your friendships, and get the people out who are bringing you down. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it so that I can do more of these types of videos, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel before you leave. See you next time, 30-somethings. Bye.